Hello, this is Nina from the Happy Hippie, and I just wanted to show you 2 new purchases that I have done recently. I don't buy that many decks anymore because I have so many, as you know. I will continue showing them to you, but these ones I actually bought new this summer actually, and so I wanted to show them to you. So let us start with the coloring tarot first. So this one I bought, and there's a little bit of history behind it, because I would have not bought this deck had it not been because my cat got sick. She got worms, and so we had to close off the one room where I have all my cards because she threw up in there and there was worms everywhere. And so we made it so that we could, it's a big room, so she had plenty of space. So we made kind of a sanctuary for her there. And then we lifted her outside with gloves on every time she needed to kind of air herself outside. And lifted her back in and everything, and she stayed there for 3 weeks, you know, so that she'd get rid of all the worms and everything, and we had to give her medicine, and it was a whole different story. But anyways, I couldn't get to my cards, you know. I didn't want to go in there and touch the cards because she had been sitting on the table. And those eggs that comes with the worms, they can live up to 4 weeks on a dead surface without dying, and so I didn't want to touch any of the cards until I knew that those were dead. And so I was without cards, and that's why I had to buy a couple of new decks. So I found this when I was, because I also had to get new art materials, because all my art materials was also in the same room. So I had to go and get new art materials so that I could continue drawing and painting. And there in the art store was this deck, the Coloring Tarot. And I was like, oh my goodness, this is meant for me. I was meant to find this. And so it is what it says. It's a tarot that you can color yourself. So I will show this to you. So you open it up like so, and then there is a guidebook here. And it's a normal guidebook. No pictures, but it has all the information, like a normal guidebook. And then you have the cards in here. So I'm just gonna flip those out. And they come, of course, just outlined. The backs I didn't paint or do anything with. So the images themselves also comes outlined in just the blue. And so this is kind of what it looks like when it's outlined. The other side is kind of a blue grayish color. And then you paint or draw every image yourself. Oh, that was upside down. So what I chose to do, because I normally paint with watercolors. So I could have just used pencil, but I kind of wanted to not have those streaks so much. So what I did is I got a hold of some watercolor pencils. Mind you, not the best brand, so there was a little bit of streaks here and there. And then I used a brush and I kind of blended it out. So that's kind of how I use them. So I'm going to zoom in, and then at least you get to see what the cards look like. And then of course you can choose if you want to use pencils, watercolor, or markers or whatever. I mean, it's kind of thick cardboard, so it should be able to take whatever, I guess. And it didn't warp when I used watercolors, but maybe because it wasn't just watercolor, it was pencil and then just water on top. I don't know, but yeah, that's how it was. So of course I have used my coloring, I have used my view of this, and but at least you get to see the images, and then of course you could color it in a different way if you wanted to, or just leave them, you know, as that kind of off-white and bluish colors. Okay, but let's flip through and you will get a view of what they look like now. Oh yeah, but I had fun doing this, okay? I have to say, you know, this was because I couldn't paint so much with my normal equipment. This was my comfort. So I got to be able to at least do some artwork by using these cards. Yeah, that was a long intro. Anyways, so this is the way I chose to do it. But you see the images are there, of course, Rider-Waite-Smith friendly, or spin-off of Rider-Waite-Smith, definitely. So yeah, sorry, I just had to take my glasses off. And I used some different colors that I thought was beautiful. You know, I tried to make a gradient here because that wasn't in it. Yeah, anyways. So, I mean, plain and simple, but fun. And I mean, if you know somebody that does play with cards and also love to do artwork, or who's kind of a creative person, this would be a perfect gift, you know. But I had lots of fun with it, I have to say. And picking the colors and making them my own, you know. It was quite fun. Yeah, I really love this sea color. I use that a lot in my paintings. But of course, this is not about the colors that I chose. This is about the cards. So, but it's also a good cardstock, by the way. It's cardboardy, but that's kind of to be expected when it's supposed to be drawn on or painted on. So, yeah. So I'm quite happy with how they turned out, actually. I think I did an okay job there. So I mean, you can change it up and use whatever colors you want. You can really make it your own, and so that's kind of fun. And I've never seen any deck like this before, where you can kind of make it your own. I've heard about them, but I never saw them. And there, when I was looking for my art stuff, then all of a sudden, there they were. Like a sign from above, people. Yeah, I really like this. That devil was really ugly, but I guess the devil is supposed to be. Okay, so that was that. So I chose not to do anything with the back. That would have just been too much work for me, so I chose to just keep the back as it was. But that was that. So that was the coloring tarot. I will see if there is an ISBN number or something there, so you can get a hold of it somewhere. I don't know if there was any information on the back, was there? Yeah, there was. Okay. I will just have to get this book in here, booklet. Come on, get in there. That wasn't so easy. Ah, okay. I will do that later. You don't have to worry about that. So, there is an ISBN number here. So, I guess it's that you can get these anywhere. You just have to Google it, I guess. The Coloring Tarot. Since it is an ISBN number, it's a mass production, so it shouldn't be too difficult to find it. So that was it. That was the Coloring Tarot. And let's go move on to the next one, which is Fifth Spirit Tarot. Now, this deck, it caught my eye because one of my old colleagues used this, and I saw some of the some of the cards, and I was like, oh, that looked cool. So she recommended this, but it is a Hay House production, as you can see. So it is a mass production. You can get a hold of it probably anywhere. And it is it's called the Tarot Beyond Binaries. So I will just read what it says on the back here. The tarot thrives in liminately and nuance. I'm sorry, I can't read today. The more we work with tarot, the more we realize that everything is fluid. Gender, meaning, even time. We're all creatures of earth, air, fire, and water, bound together by the fifth element, spirit. This deck expands notions of gender through the juxtaposition, what is this word? I'm sorry, of traditional titles and queered imagery. It encourages you to queer your practice by listening to your intuition, your personal symbolism, and your own lived wisdom. Now that's queer. I'm sorry if I can't read that properly. There you go. These are some words that I have never seen before. I'm Norwegian, people. Please forgive me. Front cover illustrations is by Charlie Claire Burgess. Box designed by Nick C. Welsh. There you go. Now let's open it. So it's just an open like so. There's a guidebook here, and the guidebook is without pictures, but it's information on each card. Straight to the point, quick and easy. There you go. And there should be some information, of course, about the artist. Introduction is here. A note of gender and inclusivity. Yeah. Think beyond the binary. So there's kind of an explanation. And here you see Charlie Claire. They, them. So yeah, it's a very inclusive deck, and the images here is kind of what drew me in, so that's why I chose to get this deck, and I will show this to you. The cardstock is really good. It's a good quality cardstock. The back, it's kind of black and white, I would say. The colors, maybe a gray, more like a Cox gray, and off-white color. But really good, and a normal size deck, I would say. Yeah, normal size deck. So let us look at the images. The images are beautiful, and I love the color palette of this. That's also what drew me in. And of course, the equality and the inclusiveness of everything and everybody. So yeah, kudos to them for doing that. Okay, so let us look through the cards. There's just something about the style here that really speaks to me. I just love it. So let's just flip through. I personally, I love the images that are kind of close-up images and kind of like these. It's just so fun. Two of Pentacles, the balance thing. It's just so fun. It's a way of portraying it. It's just so brilliant. And this is also a new interpretation of the Hanged One for me. It's really cool. I just love this one. There's so many images here that just really speak to me. And I don't know. There was just a feeling about the cards that really got to me. So that's why I just had to have this deck. And that's really action. I also love this one. It's so fun. And I love this one too. It's just something about these images. I don't know how to explain it. I just love them. That's it. But you can judge yourself how you like them. But so fun. This is a true queen, isn't it? And this one also. Just love it. And this. And this. So the simplicity of some of the images is I just love, and but it has everything you need. It's really fun. Yeah, beautiful hermit card too. that was that. I just had to show you because I really, really like this deck. It was so beautiful. So, yeah. So that was that. So that was the 5th Spirit Tarot. And, of course, I showed you earlier the Coloring Tarot. So these 2 decks were on the menu today. And there will be other decks coming soon. I have ordered one more deck that's on the way. And that deserves its own show and tell, and I will explain that when it gets here. But anyways, those were the 2 decks that I wanted to show you today. Thank you so much for hanging with me. I'm wishing you a beautiful day wherever you are in the world. Till the next time I see you. Bye.